Okay, for my first repair video, we're going to fix this 1983 Zenith 19-inch TV, and what it needed was a new alignment ring pack, because I had accidentally broke one of the convergence rings while trying to do a convergence procedure. Well, this morning I picked up a 2004 Toshiba TV DVD VCR combo unit that had been sitting out by the road for several months. It was real filthy and dirty, but I got the Convergence alignment ring pack out of it. This ring pack is different than what's in the Zenith because it's got some kind of electromagnetic coil on it. Don't know exactly what it's for, but hopefully this will fit and will work. Go ahead and see if it'll swap. Not so sure if this is going to work. The spacing on the 3 sets of rings on this newer ring pack is a little bit closer than the original ring pack. And we'll go ahead and swap this on though and hope for the best. Okay, got that installed. Now plug the CRT socket back in. Poked me through the cardboard there. I want to be careful when removing and reinstalling picture tube socket connectors. One wrong move and you could accidentally bust the picture tube. Okay, plug it in and see how it does. Got a good looking raster on the screen. Doesn't tell us much though. Let's get a signal into it and see how it does. Oh wow, this is already looking quite promising. I have not touched a single adjustment on that new ring pack, and the picture already actually looks pretty good, so hopefully there won't be much alignment to do. I got this Windows 98 running compact laptop here to display some test pictures. First thing you need to do before you do a convergence procedure is a purity setup. And basically what that is that's basically the color accuracy. Need to fix my resolution here so that it fills the screen. Okay. Just display a solid red screen, and what you're looking for is discoloration, like any blue or purple or any kind of green patches where there's not supposed to be. And the camera is not doing this justice. In fact, on the camera it looks like there's some purple, but my eyes are seeing a solid red screen. So looks like right off the bat the purity's in good shape. So we can move on to convergence. Okay. See if I can find the convergence test file. Oh yeah, here it is. Put that up full screen. And when you do a convergence procedure, since this is a composite video signal we're using here, with composite video you're always going to have some kind of color bleeding. So when you do a convergence procedure you need to extinguish the color and have just a black and white picture. And right off the bat, this actually doesn't look too bad. It just needs a little minor work. There's just a little little minor red bleeding here, and a little blue and green here that's out of alignment. But right off the bat, this already looks promising. So I'll go ahead and try to get this aligned. Now this new Convergence ring pack I put on here is a lock nut type. The original ring pack was a friction type. The tightness of these rings is really all that held them in place. But on this ring pack, it's got this lock nut here. You break it loose to make your adjustments, and then you tighten it back down to keep them from ever moving. And it's actually quite a lot easier to work with, because when you break this thing loose, these rings move easier than they did on that old friction ring pack. So we'll go ahead and get these moving here. And you can see the way these colors are moving. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you right now about Convergence is this is a pain in the ass procedure, and you've got to be sober for this. I mean, this is such a painful and agonizing process. You wish you could drink while you do it, but you can't, because you need concentration for this. And I'm going to stop the camera now and get this aligned the best I can, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Well, I just did quite a lot of work here, or at least it feels like it. I've been on this for probably over an hour now. This is the best result I could get. It's not quite perfect. There's still some color fringing down here and up here in the corner, but it is at least better than it was when I started working on it a few nights ago. I may go over to Hobby Lobby and pick up some cheap little magnets to glue to the bell of the picture tube, because sometimes you can never get one perfectly aligned with the Convergence rings on the neck of the picture tube. Back in the day, they used to sell Convergence strips, which were basically little stick-on magnets that you'd stick to that you would strategically stick to the bell of the picture tube to get it lined out properly. They don't make those anymore, but what some guys will do nowadays, they'll just glue little magnets to the picture tube, and that may be what I'm going to try. But it does at least look better than it did before. Now, back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, TVs had electronic Convergence clovers just behind the deflection yoke that had all kinds of adjustments for Convergence, and you could get one just about perfectly convergent with that setup. But to cheapen the manufacturing costs, they did away with the electromagnetic Convergence clovers and replaced them with these permanent magnet rings, which are a real pain in the ass. Well, we're all back together now, ready to start using.
Useful cooking information.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get for now.
Sandwich reviews, but it's not necessarily the focal point.
All I can do is just roll with it like it is until I can get some Convergence strips or some magnets, but it is at least watchable, and it seems to get along with the camera better than the little one did.
So that's her intro. That's the intro on our videos. Oh. So walking in the kitchen and smiling for the camera. She's a chef. She's in the kitchen. She's smiling. What did you notice? You fucking perverts. What the hell did you notice?
Who doesn't love sandwiches?
Well, that just about wraps it up for this one. tune in next time and have something different. Maybe I'll do a vlog or something. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have one.